Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Tiara. I am the owner of T's Exquisite Beauty Bar. I am a full-time hairstylist, and I've been a hairstylist for the last 5 years full-time, but I've done hair for over a decade now. So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys on how to grow your business as a hairstylist. Again, I am a full-time hairstylist. I am also licensed as a barber and stylist, and I've been doing this for the last 5 years. So through trial and error, I want to help you guys to build your business so that you don't have to go through the trial and error that I have went through, and hopefully this will help you so that you too can become full-time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So because this is like my first full actual introduction, I want to give you guys a little backstory about myself. Again, I am a full-time hairstylist. I've been doing braids half of my life, really over half of my life now. I am currently 30, and I've been doing hair since I was around 12 years old. Doing hair has always been a passion of mine. It's always been a gift that God has given me because no one in my family was capable of doing hair, and it was something that God just gave me, and I ran with it. Over the years, I've always held a 9-to-5 job, and as I held that job, I always did hair on the side. But then in 2017, I had the urgency from God to quit my job on faith and to go full time. But at the time of me quitting my job, I didn't know exactly what God was calling me to do, but I knew that He had told me to quit my job. So with obedience, I quit that job, and little did I know I was going to end up becoming a full-time hairstylist. So from that day forward, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've invested into other different things as well, but I've always had hair as a mainstream of income. So in today's video, I want to help educate you guys so that you don't have a lot of trial and error throughout your business, so that you can get the money that you need, that you can replace your full-time job, so that you can create the freedom that you also want and may need, so that you can invest more time with your family and you can live the life that is accordingly to you. So without further ado, the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to growing your business as a hairstylist is to make sure that you are doing this not because it's just about the money, but because you are passionate about what it is that you're doing. A lot of times people get into the hair industry because they just want quick money, because with doing hair, it can be a good amount of money that you can make within a day, within a week, and even in a month. So I don't want you to go into doing hair as you just getting money, you making a side hustle, or that you're just going to bring in this income because you need it at the time. When it comes to doing hair, you have to realize and remember that these are people who actually care about their hair. So because they care about their hair, you have to care enough about the hair too in order for you to progress and to keep building clientele and get those recommendations that is needed. Because people can tell, just like I'm sure you can tell as well, when someone is doing your hair just for the money, because one minute they'll post and say they're accepting clients, and then they'll go ghost, and next thing you know, it's months before they post again saying that they are accepting clients. And just like me, and I'm pretty sure just like you as well, when you find that stylist that you like and they did your hair very well, you always want to go back to them. You don't want to continue going to different people just so that you can get your hair done. A lot of ladies, including myself, and I'm pretty sure you as well, again, like to continue going to the same person because you don't want people to continue playing in your head. So before you start this business, before you start it as a side hustle, which I recommend that is actually a business and not looked at as a side hustle, I hope that you're doing this first only because you are passionate about it. I always tell people there are millions of ways to make money. So if you're only going to get into this for the money, this may not be the thing for you. The second thing is, once you have decided that you do want to take this serious, you need to make sure that you go ahead and get your business legalized. A lot of times people say just do it as a side hustle, worry about the paperwork later, but I always tell people it's best to go ahead and get legalized in the beginning, which is getting your LLC, getting your EIN number, getting that bank account that you need just specifically for your business needs, and making sure that you have all of that in order. You don't have to be licensed in order to do hair, depending on the type of services that you provide and depending on your state. But you want to make sure that you have that paperwork on the back end, because on down the line you can begin building business credit. You can get things in your business name that's going to be able to help you keep things separate from your personal. So we will get more into that in other videos, but I did want to make sure that you guys knew that you did need to go ahead and get your business legalized and not just have this as a side hustle if this is something that you are actually going to try to do. So the third thing that we're going to talk about is making sure that you have a website. When it comes to doing hair, you're going to get people who ask you on a daily basis about your prices. They're going to ask you about the services that you're offering. They're going to ask you about the hair that's needed. It's so many different questions that people will have when it comes to getting their hair done, that you want to make sure that you simplify it as much as possible, not only for the client but also for yourself. Because after time, when you begin to build this business and you begin to have more people interested in your service, you will realize that it's time consuming having to continue responding back to so many people on a daily basis. So to simplify it for you and your client, it's good to make sure that you have a booking website, and on that booking website you want to make sure that it lists all of your services that you offer. You want to make sure that it tells the time that it's going to take for you to do their hair. You want to make sure that it tells them exactly how much you charge for the service. If you have additional fees for anything pertaining to them being late, you want to make sure that you lay out your rules and your regulations. Anything that you can think of that you would ask if it was you booking this appointment with yourself, you want to make sure that that is located on your booking website. Because when someone comes on there, you don't want them to have to still ask you any questions and inbox you, or stop and be hesitant on booking with you because something wasn't answered on your website. So again, make sure that you go on your website and make sure that you look and see, and you think as a customer or as a client of your own, what is it that I need to know, or what questions may I have? And if you already have clients, if they've already been asking you questions, those are the same questions and the things that you can make sure that is presented onto your website so that it can keep the convenience down for you and your clients. I think we are on tip 4 now. Don't quote me because I do not have this written down. I am just going off the top of my head. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you have good customer service when it comes to your business. You have to remember again that even if right now this is just something you're doing on the side while you work your 9-to-5 job, you still want to make sure that your customer service is top tier. And the reason I say you want to make sure your customer service is top tier is because people always remember you by your first impression. So if you're someone who may be going through a difficult time right now, or you're having a bad day on the day that you have a client to service, you don't want that energy to rub off onto your client where they never come back to you. You always want to remember, as they always tell you, the customer comes first. And when I say the customer comes first, that means that the same way that you want to be serviced when you get ready to go and get your hair done, that's the same kind of energy that you want to give off to your clients as well. So I always tell people, don't think as the person who is providing the service, think as the person who would go and get their service provided to them. So you always want to put your shoes on as the customer or the client so that you can provide the best service as possible. When it comes to customer service, you always want to make sure that you make your clients feel welcome. You always want to make sure that your clients know the type of person you are. So if you're someone who wants to motivate and encourage your clients, let that be something that is top tier for your customer service. Because for example, with my business, everyone who comes to come and sit in my chair, they always know one thing. They can talk to me about anything. They know that I'm the go-to lady who's going to help them, who's going to encourage them, who's going to uplift them, because I am a woman who believes in God. And because I believe in God, I make sure that I present myself well, and I always make sure that my clients come in and they know that it's a safe space for them. So when they come in, they automatically know not only am I going to provide the service for their hair, but I'm also going to encourage them, uplift them, and help them to succeed no matter what it is they may have issues within. Another thing when it comes to customer service is you have to realize that the kind of energy you put out is the kind of energy that will be returned to you. So if you're someone who's always putting out drama, if you're always a mess, if you present yourself on social media or just around your area as the person who is dramified, that's the kind of clients that you will begin to attract. So I always tell people, whatever kind of clients that you are trying to attract, that's the type of person that you have to live by. That's the kind of standards. Those are the things that you have to put out, because whatever you're putting out, those are the people who will come to you. So again, for instance, in my example, with my salon, I'm always putting out good energy. I'm always motivating and encouraging and inspiring people. So a lot of my clients tend to be women who are over 25 or 30, because those are the kind of clients that I attract. And it also works out for me, because with me attracting these kind of peers, that means that these are people who actually have good jobs and they're able to pay the prices that I put out in order for them to come to me. So I don't attract clients who are in college. I don't attract clients who are still in high school. I don't attract clients who are still in the young age. So with me doing my business the way that I present it, with motivating and encouraging and uplifting, these are going to be more of the people who are older clients versus clients who are younger. So all of this plays a part in your business, and that's another thing which is going to bring me to the next tip. You have to make sure that you know who you are targeting, because whoever you are targeting, those are the kind of posts you have to make. That's the kind of marketing you have to put out, and those are the things that you're going to have to do in your business in order to attract those type of clients. So like I said again, if you're trying to attract younger generational clients, maybe you want to keep up with the trends of what's going on. Maybe your marketing is going to be focused around things that the younger generations are talking about when it comes to listening to rap music, when it comes to the TV shows that is being watched, when it comes to doing the trending dances on TikTok. All of this will play a part of how you market your business, because when you begin to market your business, you want to make sure that your target audience is the ones who's going to click on your videos, watch your videos, and actually come to you. Because not only as a hairstylist can you produce content so that you can get more clients to you, but you can also begin to produce content that's going to allow you to be a content creator as a hairstylist as well. So you always want to keep in mind, not only do you want to put out content for yourself, but when you post content, you always want to ask yourself, how is this going to relate to my target audience? What will my target audience get from me posting this kind of content? And if something that you're going to post does not relate to your target audience, or is something that you're posting that's not going to make sense to your target audience and it's going to make them unattracted to you, then maybe you shouldn't post that. Again, your business has to evolve around your target audience and the kind of client that you are trying to attract within your business. Another thing when it comes to your business is you have to make sure that you are setting goals within your business. And when I say setting goals, I don't always just mean setting the amount of money that you want to make. Of course, the amount of money that you make, that does play a part of what your goal is, but you have to ask yourself, if I want to make $10,000 a month, if I want to make $5,000 in a month, what is it that I can do within my business to produce this amount of money? Because that's going to help you to grow your business as a hairstylist. So you got to make sure that you have those goals, and you don't want to have too many goals at one time. So you want to kind of narrow down those goals, and you want to put them in your short-term category as well as your long-term category on what goals fall into which category, because your long-term categories, it can be from anywhere from 3 to 5 years, 10 years, and your short-term can be what you want for next month, what you want from 3 months from now, or what you want from 6 months from now. So according to your goals, you're going to list out what it is that you want in your business, and you're going to write it down, and you want to make sure that you're looking at these goals each day. And if you can't look at them each day, at least make sure you're looking at them once a month, because you want to make sure that you're keeping up with what's working within your business and what's not working. And that's going to bring me to my next tip, which is to make sure that you're putting actions behind those goals. Because if you're someone who's not a full-time business owner and you're just now starting to do hair and you're trying to build your clientele and build your business, you want to make sure that you have goals that are going to line up with you being able to grow your business enough to replace your income for your 9-to-5 job. So if you guys want another video on how to quit your job so that you can be a full-time business owner as well, make sure you let me know down in the comments so that I can make that video for you guys. So I kind of touched on this last tip that I'm going to give you guys before I end this video, and that's on marketing. So when it comes to marketing your business, you need to know exactly how and what strategies you're going to use in order for you to market your business to grow your clientele. So when it comes to marketing your business, I believe that social media is one of the most powerful ways that you can begin to market your business as a hairstylist. So when it comes to social media, there are different platforms that you can use. So when it comes to choosing which platform is best for you, I want you to know that you don't have to be on each platform in order for you to grow your business and for you to gain clientele within your hair business. But what you want to do is you want to choose 1 to 2 platforms, and you want to narrow in and focus in on those platforms. And the reason I say this is because when you begin to shift your energy to multiple places, it'll make you feel drained and overwhelmed. So you don't want to feel like you're having to do too much. Or another way that you can do this is by using one video where you're recording on your phone, and you're going to take that one video and you're going to post it onto multiple platforms. So instead of you recording on the actual social media platform that you choose, you're going to take your video and you're going to upload it only to your phone, and then use that same video to go onto different platforms. But again, the easiest, most simplest way to grow your business is for you to choose 1 to 2 platforms to be on in order for you to gain the clientele that you need. So 2 platforms that I would suggest to start out with as a hairstylist is going to be Facebook and Instagram. And the reason I say these 2 platforms is because on Facebook, normally these are the people who are in your area. These are going to be people that know you or know of you, depending on where you stay at and how big and broad your area may be. So when you're on Facebook, I'm pretty sure you already have family and friends who already are on there. So if you don't have any clients, you can actually begin to use your family and friends to show off the services that you are currently offering to get attention in your area that you are currently living in. Another way is to use Instagram, because with Instagram you can use different hashtags, and with those hashtags you can put in the exact specific area that you are currently located and taking clients. So I always say use these 2 platforms to start out, but that don't mean that these are the only platforms that you have to continue to have. But as you begin to grow your business as a hairstylist, you want to make sure that you're using platforms that's going to reach people in your area so that you can have content to be able to showcase for future clients and customers. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you found this video to be helpful, or if you have any videos that you would like for me to make in order to help you grow your business as a hairstylist, make sure you let me know down in the comments, because I will be checking those so that I can continue to put out more videos to help you become successful in your business. I am Tiara, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.